why do we even feel hungry? And after having that tasty pizza or that burger that you always like, why do we feel satiated? Probably some chemical lotcha? Yes, exactly so. Hi guys, I am Amitabh Suman, and in this video we will learn 5 important things about your satiety and hunger signals. What is satiety and what is hunger? What regulates your hunger and what regulates your satiety? Why do you binge eat? What is dopamine reward system? And also, you will learn how to manage your satiety signals better so that you have a very efficient weight loss journey. So let's get started.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Let's understand about ghrelin in depth so that you understand leptin better. Ghrelin is produced by your stomach. When you feel hungry, your stomach growls, right? G for growl, G for ghrelin. Ghrelin is a short-term hormone and it is usually high right before your usual meal times, before lunch, in the evenings and during the late night. You must have experienced all by yourself when you are stressed you want to eat, or during the late nights when you are hungry, or even if you're not, you want to eat. Just after a competitive bodybuilding competition, the athletes tend to eat a lot. So these are basically ghrelin-inducing factors. And this is probably the reason why people who work in shifts, who have varied sleep timings, varied eat timings, varied working timings, end up having a lot of body weight. It's because you either feel hungry all the time or you're not satiated all the time and you eat more than what you can spend throughout the day. So you end up in a massive calorie surplus, and that is why you end up in a rapid weight gain. That is why ghrelin is also responsible for all eating disorders. You heard it right. Eating disorders are basically an action of ghrelin. How? Let's understand. Eating disorders are basically actions of ghrelin. When you feel hungry, you go and eat something. When you eat something, your body rewards you by producing dopamine. Dopamine is basically your ecstasy or happy hormone. So when you eat something, you feel happy. You want to feel more happy, so you eat more. This results in eating disorders. So this complete chakra is known as dopamine reward system. This is also one of the main reasons why you feel addicted to certain things. So dopamine deficiency is basically related to eating disorders or binge eating. Now you understand why you binge eat or why someone is an emotional eater? So when you've learned all about ghrelin, let's see what leptin is. When you feel hungry, that is the action of ghrelin hormones. You eat food, your fat cells sense that there is food incoming, it starts to produce leptin. When there is enough leptin, you feel satiated. So leptin is a satiety hormone. Leptin is produced by your fat cells or adipocytes and not by your atma. You say right, after eating some good meal, you say atma tript ho gaya. So it's not atma that produces leptin, it's basically your adipocytes or the fat cells that produce leptin. Leptin basically is a negative feedback loop for your fat cells. Your fat cells basically store energy for you, but then it also produces leptin to signal its own self not to overdo the storage of fat. Leptin is good. Now let's understand what role leptin and ghrelin plays in your body weight management and how these complete things functions in sync with each other. Ghrelin is produced in your stomach. Leptins are produced by your adipocytes. So neither are you going to lose your stomach nor your fat cells are gone. So the production of leptin and ghrelin happens all the time. It's just that depending upon what state of mind you are in, what is your leptin and ghrelin secretion cycle, or how stressed you are, or when do you normally eat, or how much food you have in your stomach, decides the production of both these hormones. So these hormones work in sync, a very good sync with each other all the time. That's interesting, right? Now the fun part starts. As you know that leptin or your satiety hormone is produced by fat cells, it means the more the fat cells you have, the more the production of leptin is. The more the leptin in the body, the more satiated you feel. But then it also comes at a cost of something known as leptin resistance. What is leptin resistance? Now before I talk about leptin resistance, let me explain you how leptin is processed by our body. When you eat food, leptin is produced. Leptin goes and binds itself to the neurotransmitters in your hypothalamus, signaling your body that there's enough food, stop eating. Good. But when there is enough fat cells, there will be a lot more leptins. The lot more leptins, the lot more processing will have to be done. But since there is just so much of leptin that your neurotransmitters and hypothalamus just does not care. This way, your neurotransmitters or hypothalamus becomes very resistant to the leptin presence in your body. Now, because there is so much leptin in your body basically cannot process all the leptin, and that is why it causes leptin resistance. There is one more term known as leptin deficiency. Leptin deficiency is basically less or very near production of leptin in your body. Leptin deficiency or leptin resistance both has same physiological effect. So coming to the final portion of this video, how to improve your leptin resistance issue or leptin deficiency issue. This is not a medical advice, but then these are a few tested and tried methods that basically help you make sure that you are able to stay on the top of the game of leptin production. Number one is increase your dietary fat intake. Low fat diet increases blood triglycerides, which is not good. As per the study in American Heart Institute, 10% increase in dietary fat decreases blood triglycerides by 30%. Fat is good. Second point is exercise regularly. Yes, exercise basically strips your blood of all the triglycerides. As per a study, 30 minutes of walk after your food leaves no triglycerides in your blood because exercise increases the beta oxidation. Beta oxidation is a process of fat metabolism. The more the beta oxidation is, the more the fat metabolizes. So exercise regularly. Third point is sleep well. If you don't have a set sleep timings, if you don't have established sleep timings, your leptin and ghrelin production is basically disturbed. But when you sleep well, when you have correct sleep timings, the leptin and ghrelin production is basically regulated. Next point is eat enough protein. Yes, you're right. You must have seen after eating that chicken or that steak or that soya or that paneer, you don't feel much hungry because amino acids basically regulate the production of leptin. The next point is eat enough soluble fibers. Yes, you got it right. Soluble fiber basically produces short chain fatty acids which helps you remove triglycerides from the blood. So it's very important that you have soluble fiber. Isabgol is one of the examples of dietary soluble fiber intake, and one of the very important reasons of a leptin sensitivity is a gut health. Reduced gut health basically causes inflammation on the gut bacteria. Remember how after taking an antibiotics you don't feel hungry? Yes, you got it right. Inflammatory bowel syndrome is one of the another symptoms of decreased gut health. It's very important that you maintain a very healthy gut. So guys, you know about leptin, you know about ghrelin. You know about how leptin and ghrelin are produced, how they work in sync. Why do you binge eat? What is dopamine reward system? You also know how to improve your leptin sensitivity. So if you like such science-based videos, such research-based videos, do subscribe to my channel. If you feel I should cover more topics and what topics I should cover, please leave a comment again. And do press that bell icon so that next time when I upload a video, you get that notification directly. See you in the next video guys. Bye.